Assalamu alaikum, my dear brothers and sisters. My murids. Tonight is Friday night. We shall be doing our dhikr, followed by our Isha prayers of 4 rakats, followed by 8 rakats of Taraweeh in 4 cycles of 2 each. And after the Taraweeh, we shall be doing 3 rakats of Witr, which shall be doing it as the Maghrib. And the third rak'ah, I will do a Qunut, which is like a dua after the i'tidal, which means after the ruku', I come up, I do a dua, and then Allah Akbar, go to sujood. So that will be the program for tonight. Because it's it's Ramadan, and we have some new participants with us tonight, whom we welcome. We shall be doing a shorter dhikr than we normally do, so that we do not make it too cumbersome or too heavy for you all. Now, for those of you who are doing this dhikr for the first time, or perhaps maybe not accustomed to doing it, the key to dhikr is, again, you have to come, like, as I say, if every time my Jummah, as we prepare ourselves, you sit in a comfortable position. Or if you are unable to sit, you can do it lying down. Allah says in the Quran, Allah praises the people who remember Allah qiyaman qu'udan wa ala junubihim, meaning standing, seated, or even reclining. Find a comfortable position where you are able to do the dhikr comfortably and focus on the dhikr without worrying about your physical comfort or discomfort. The key to the dhikr is to surrender. To surrender and to let the sound of the dhikr play its role, so to speak, take its effect. I will do the dhikr, and follow me. Do it with a voice that is as resonant as possible, a voice that you feel will make your body even like resonate, a comfortable voice, and then let it go. Let the dhikr take over. Surrender to it, and some people may feel a buzz. Some people may feel drowsy. Just go with the feeling that it makes you do, because that is when what we call the hal, the state, where it's a sign of Allah's remembering us. Because Allah says in the Quran, "Adhkuruni adhkurkum," remember me, and I shall remember you. And therefore, the objective of dhikr is that we remember Allah, so that Allah remembers us. The second Shaykh of the Shadhali Tariqah, Shaykh Ibn al-Iskandari, in his wonderful work Al-Hikam, which has been translated as the aphorisms, which I recommend that you try to read for those of you who are interested. He says, initiate the dhikr where you are the dhakir, where you are the rememberer, and Allah is al-madhkur, the one remembered, until you reach the stage where Allah is the rememberer and you are the remembered, where you feel, you taste the reality that Allah is the one who is remembering you and you are the one remembered. Because when Allah remembers you, it transforms you. It has a transformative effect. So that's the objective of the dhikr, is to have Allah remember us in a way that transforms us. And that energy of the dhikr is a purifying energy. It's a very wonderful energy. It is an energy which energizes us. In fact, many of us, when we do dhikr, we feel like it's like a massage for the soul. It's an exercise for the soul. It's a nourishment for the soul. It's a healing for the soul. In fact, for me, for this month of Ramadan, on every Monday night and Friday night, I find myself unable to sleep until Fajr time. I have my suhoor, and I'm up, because the dhikr energy, the dhikr energizes. Now, we're doing this online. So for those of you who are doing this online for the first time, you may need to tweak your technology a couple of times until you find the optimum position for you to watch me and see me and follow me as we do the dhikr. You may find it preferable to use earphones or speakers or Some of you may have fancy technology where you can have several pieces of technology and surround sound or whatever it is. I mean, I leave it up to you to tweak the technology, but it's worth spending some time over the next couple of times. You do this a few times until you optimize the quality of the sound, because the secret of the dhikr is in the sound. It is a sound which Allah have revealed to us, because the Quran has been revealed to us. We consider the Quran as a composition by Allah. Allah Himself composed it in the Arabic language, the language of the Prophet, and therefore the Quran has a quality to it, analogous to a song or to an opera. An opera the opera is composed in Italian, the opera is composed in German, the opera is composed in English, and they have to be performed in the language in which they were composed. When you translate it, you lose the effect of the song, of the sound, of the musicality and the impact of the sound. Similarly with the dhikr. Some years ago, I was doing a dhikr, which I've been at Chautauqua Institution, to people who are predominantly non-Muslims, mainly Christians and a smaller number of Jews. And I was doing dhikr every morning. And after the dhikr session, about 15-20 minutes, one of the ladies, an elderly lady, an American lady, said, I was doing Allah, Allah, Allah. She could feel the energy. And because she knows, I told them beforehand that Allah just means God. She said she tried to say God, 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 and she didn't feel that buzz anymore. So, but when she said Allah, 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 she could feel the energy from reciting and repeating and hymning the name Allah in Arabic. So this was like a proof, you might say, of the quality of the sound and the impact that the sound itself has in imparting the energy, the distinctive quality of dhikr. So be sensitive to the sound. Keep repeating it. I have to take a breath every once in a while. I have to swallow my saliva every once in a while. So even though I may have pause for a second or two not to do that, keep up with the rhythm until I indicate by a different tonality the end of repeating that particular dhikr. The dhikr consists typically of an introduction, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, followed by Salat al-Rasul. These are traditional. And then we begin with a few verses of the Quran. And then we recite, there's an introduction, and then we say the key of dhikr is La ilaha illallah, Allah, Hu or Huwa Hu, which means He is what He is. And then other names of Allah, like An-Nur, Ya Nur, Ya Hayy, meaning the live, Al-Hayy al-Qayyum or Hayyun Qayyum Allah, which means Hayy means live, Qayyum means self-sustaining, self-standing. And we have some phrases from the Quran. We have the names Ya Latif. We have the names Ya Qawi, Ya Aziz, or You Mighty, are you strong? Hasbunallahu wa ni'mal wakeel means Allah is enough for us, and He is the best guardian or the best trustee. This is also a verse from the Quran itself. And then Salamun qala min Rabbir Rahim, which means peace is a word from a merciful Lord or a compassionate Lord. Then we have an ending dua, and that pretty much ends the dhikr. So you follow it with us, and in the beginning, of course, don't worry too much. Join us tonight, and if you're able to do this again, keep doing it, and you will feel. And what I want you to do is to look at the impact that dhikr has upon you. Yeah, you might have a shift in your dreams. You might have changes that you subtle changes that you feel from the dhikr, but it's all positive. So with that, let's we shall begin.